Today I am offering this amendment in response to the fact that recently we have heard that we are going to be suspending bottled water delivery for the people of Flint. As we know, the people of Flint still do not have clean water coming out of their taps. This is an unacceptable human tragedy that we're experiencing right here in our state. It's unacceptable that people anywhere in this state would turn on their tap and not have clean water that they can drink, that they can cook with, that they can shower and clean themselves with. Unfortunately, people in Flint are still relying on bottled water. So it is very unfortunate that we have suspended that operation. It is a shame on the state, and it is time for us to step up and fulfill our obligation to right a wrong that we created as a state. And unfortunately, by suspending that operation, we're putting people who are relying on that bottled water in a position where they no longer have access to fresh water. That should be not happening. Not in 2018, not in the state of Michigan, surrounded by the world's largest source of fresh water. At the very least, we should be making sure that people in Flint have access to the bottled water that the state's been providing. This bill would fund $8 million worth of bottled water for the city of Flint to make sure that...
Members, we have a colleague addressing the body. I will ask for your attention. The chair recognizes Representative Rabhi.
Thank you again, Mr. Speaker. This bill would ensure that $8 million of funding continued to the people of Flint, and the funding source that we're using for that money is actually going to be an excise on the bottled water operations at places like Nestle, places that are taking water for free, basically, from our groundwater reserves, and it would transfer that revenue that we're raising and put it towards making sure that people in Flint have access to clean water. So it's saying, Nestle, you have to pay your fair share, and the people of Flint, you can have access to clean water. We're going to make sure that you have that $8 million appropriation for your bottled water that we want to make sure that they have. This does not take away from the fact that we still need to fix the infrastructure in Flint and make sure that they have a sustainable system moving forward and that everybody in our state has access to clean water, because water is life. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The question before the House is on the adoption of the amendment. The clerk will open the board. The amendment is not adopted.